Look, okay, I get it. You're looking for a Dabi deck, so you're online and you see that one just top 8. Pretty sizable tournament. But you see the list and you're just like, okay, it's good. But it's just not the Dabi deck I'm looking for. Well, look no further, my friend, because we have the super aggro, super fun, super Dabi deck. Currently undefeated at locals. It's pretty fun. Okie dokie. Listen, let's get into this. This is my at local level undefeated Dabi deck list. It's a lean 50 cards. It's a slim deck and it draws hella fast. Turn 3, you could maybe get through this whole deck. It's pretty speedy. Well, that's good because we want everything in the discard. If you don't know what this guy does, enhance once per game, remove 10 foundations from your discard pile. Your attack gets +8 damage and gains throw. Your rival may destroy all their ready foundations to cancel the effect. Okay, so one thing to know about that is if they have no ready foundations, they destroy no foundations. So you want to be using this quite early, but it's such a solid enhance. But it doesn't stop there, it just gets better. First enhance, your next attack gets +3 damage. Huge. Another first enhance, your attack gets +1/+1. So you can give your next attack +4/+1, which is... No, +1/+4, which is nice. He's got 6 cards in hand, 28 life. Which actually is quite generous. Because we're going to need all the life we can get for this list. Okay. Let's just get straight into it. We'll start with the attacks. So, 4 signature right swing. It's 4 cost for a free check, 1 block low, pretty nice. 3 high for 4 damage. It's okay, but enhance. Discard 2 cards, draw 2 cards. Oh, it's such a good enhance. Yeah, we're going to be discarding a lot of cards and we're going to be drawing a lot of cards because we need to fuel that discard pile as much as possible. Okay, we want everything in there, so that's where he comes in handy. 3, Brutal Explosion. Combo enhance, death. If this attack deals damage, your rival destroys 1 foundation. I don't know if you're aware, but Dabi is death. I don't think I even mentioned, we're playing fire, obviously. You already know if we're building Dabi, we're building fire. So yeah, he's also death, so we can use Brutal Explosion. Also enhance, if your rival has 3 or more face down foundations, it gets +2 speed. Okay, it's more situational, but a lot of decks now do like flipping, so that could be useful. But yeah, the primary effect is kind of nice there, just to kind of mess with people. We have quite a bit of sort of foundation destruction in here. I say quite a bit, we have a few cards which do that. So yeah, it can come in super handy. Next up, not what we expect to see, Dabi deck, but 4 Mighty Punch. Okay. Let's just look at the stats real quick on this guy. 5 cost for a free check, 3 block mid. The block's not great. 3 speed, kind of trash. 7 damage. Whoo! If we do +3, give him 10, and then +1/+1, it's a 4/11 for a 5 check, which is nice. We have 4 of these, and like I said, we have a lean deck, so they're going to be having to block 10-11 shots pretty regularly. Also, enhance, discard the top 4 cards of your deck. If its attack is not blocked, draw 2 cards. We're just fueling even more in that discard. Maybe you would want to swap this out for the Dabi SR. I don't think you need to. I think this works better. I love it, and I'm never going to change it. Yeah, Mighty Punch. It's 4/11. For 5, which is crazy, and you get to mill 4, and you have the potential to draw 2 more cards. So if it hits, only taking 11 damage, but you're drawing 2 cards. If they half block it, they're still taking 6 damage. Oh, it's so good. Okay. 3 copies of Hardened Crusher. It's 5 cost, free check, 4 mid for 5 damage. Response, after you play this card, your rival flips foundation. Ooh, isn't that useful? Because we actually have cards which trigger off foundations being flipped. Pretty nice. Second enhance, which is one of the main reasons we use it. Discard the top 2 cards of your deck. If this attack deals damage, build it face down during the end phase. We're going to be going for game all the time, every turn. So we're going to be attacking a lot. We're going to be discarding a lot of foundations. Having something that can be played as a foundation is pretty nice. But also, it lets us mill some cards, so super useful. And I believe this is the last of the attacks. Free Blast Rush Turbo. Did you notice? Every single attack we play is a Fury attack. So, 5 check, 5 cost for free check, 4 low for 5 damage. Enhance discard 1 momentum. This attack gets +1 damage for each Fury attack in your discard pile. We are milling like crazy. We're going to put so many cards in the trash. There's a good chance you're going to have easily 10 Furies in your discard. Play. You'll get your first enhance. Give it +1/+1. Has the first enhance from last turn. Already on +3. So you've got a 5/9. Okay. Enhance discard and momentum. That's +1 Fury. So that's at least 1 damage. Oh, I've got 10 in there. Okay. Now we're hitting for 5 speed for 20. Okay. Want to play a game? What shall I do? Oh yeah, I've got 10 foundations in here. Get rid of them. Oh, you don't want to destroy your 5 ready foundations? Well, looks like I'm hitting for at least 14. Whoa, it's so good. I have attacked swung for 30 with this. You swing like crazy. It's so nice. +1 for each Fury. All our attacks are Fury. Dabi can give us +12 and throw for 1 attack, which is crazy. So not only do we get +12, we also get the +10. So that's straight up 27 easily. It's really not hard to do. So yeah, this card is great. We're swinging big. The second enhance we can't really use, but it doesn't matter because we're just swinging as big as possible. And that's the package of the attacks. Like I said, we're going hard with this Dabi deck. This is just pure ruthless attack power. We're going to be drawing loads of attacks. We're going to be hitting with huge damage and disrupting the opponent with foundation destruction or foundation flipping. Oh, it's so fun, but there's so much more to go. 3 copies of Evil Gaze. That's right, Evil Gaze. We do run more foundation destruction. Let's pop it down here at the bottom. If you Evil Gaze with a Brutal Explosion, even if they block or don't block, they just lose a foundation. It's guaranteed destruction of a foundation. It's so good. Also, let's say they're playing the pesky Froppy or anything which has a wall cling, and you're worried that your 30 hit throw is going to do nothing because of wall cling. Just Evil Gaze that boy away, man. Just Froppy, you're gone. Lose 2 health. This attack gets +2 or -2 speed. If this attack is blocked, destroy Unravel Foundation. Remove this card from the game. It's so good. We're going to be using it primarily offensively, but you can also use it defensively, okay? Just play more Evil Gaze, guys. It's so sick. Alright, now we're actually going on to the foundations. 4 copies of In Danger. Generally, the 5 foundations don't have great 0 costs that are super useful in here, but we've got this one. Destroy. If this attack damage is equal to or greater than your current health, this attack gets -3 speed. You're probably not going to use it all that much, but it is a 0 cost. And also, we're not really going to be blocking, so there is a good chance that in the early game, they may potentially get you to that, Oko scenario. Also, if you're against one of those decks that go full ham turn 2, it can be nice just to, sort of mitigate that. But yeah, 4 copies of In Danger. 3 copies of Stronger in Darkness. Literally the enhance we're never going to use. We're never going to use it, but it is a 0 cost. So it is just nice to have for the early turns, but you can consider this a dead card. If you have it in your hand sort of mid-game, you really want to be getting rid of it with Signature Right Swing or any other of the discard cards we run. There are more. But for the early turns, it is super nice to have just to get those foundations. You ideally want to have as many as you can have as soon as possible, which is why we're running, a less useful low end for, effects, but it may be more useful in terms of just getting the cards down so you can swing for those big swing turns. But that's the zeros. Now we've got 4 more useful foundations. Let's fight bad guys. Pretty simple. Enhance, your fury attack gets +2 speed. This works really well with the All Might card, Mighty Punch. It's already a 5'11". Now it's a 7'11", you know. It's just, yeah, it's pretty beefy. It's just such a fun deck list. Honestly, I hope you guys just play this because it's so fun. Sorry, I'm going off track. 3 copies of Forcing Surrender. If you play any of these typings, you probably run this in your deck, or at least side it. It's just a solid card. Response, flip after you play a combo ability. You're either discard Momentum, or the better one, Enhance. Flip, discard 1 on attack from either player's card pool. It's just nice if they're gonna Thruppy you or Mineta you. Just sort of get rid of that card. Yeah, it's just a really, I'd say it's a staple in Earth, Fire, or Death. So yeah, we run 3 copies for that reason. Next, we're on to the 2 costs. 4 copies of Revelite's Masterpiece. It's a 2 cost 5 check on a 2 mid block. Enhance, your turn. Discard the top card of your deck. This attack gets +1 damage. You notice how it says your turn, not once per turn? So if you're swinging 4 times in a turn, which you're going to be, that's +1 on each attack, on top of the buff you already get from Dabi, and you're milling the cards, so you can get more damage on your Blast Rush Turbo, and get you closer to that Dabi endgame sort of state you're looking for. Just so good. Obviously, the second effect is for Todoroki or Endeavor, which we're not running, we're not playing that, but the first effect is just so useful for us. Next up, 2 copies of Latent Skill. This card is busted. Flip, discard 2 cards, draw 2 cards. Using this with Signature Right Swing, we're going through, we're cycling 4 cards a turn. That's +4 in discard, so that's more damage or more foundations, which is getting us closer to that point where you can use the once per game. But damn, you get a couple of these bad boys out early, and you're going for game pretty early. You're going to be going through all the cards you need to get to that point you need to be. Let's actually move the 2 costs over a little bit. Let's put them here. It wouldn't be a Dabi deck without the Dabi Foundation. League Interview. You know what it does, we'll go for it anyway. So it's a 2 cost for a 6 check, which is lovely. Checking this on those big turns is just the greatest feeling. First form. Discard the top 2 cards of your deck. The next check to play an attack gets +1. This can be nice for when we're starting with Signature Right Swing, just because it will bring that attack down to a 3 cost. So it doesn't matter what we check. We wouldn't know 2 checks in here. Everything is a minimum of a 3 check. It just means that we won't be at that foundation deficit. So you will always have a full board ready for your second attack, which is lovely. Yeah, and that's the 2s. So I'm sure if you count the cards, you realize that there's only 4 slots left. We've got 2 that are taken up by capabilities. Enhance, commit, discard 1 momentum. Your fury attack gets +2, 5/2. It's not uncommon to be at the point where you want to go for game for Blast Rush Turbo and have maybe 2 extra sort of momentum in there. So before you use Blast Rush Turbo, you may want to use the capabilities. Discard, get rid of 1 of the momentum. That's +1 fury in the discard, which inevitably will mean +1 damage for Blast Rush Turbo. And then not only that, you're getting the +2 speed, +5 damage. So you're swinging huge. This guy is going to be swinging for a crazy amount, and we love to see it. Yeah, it's okay. It's not the best 3 cost card, but it is pretty good. So I'm sure you all already know, we're playing a set 2 leader. We're going to be running aiming for number 1. It's a unique response. If you have a set 2 leader, commit after your rival adds any number of cards from their hand. Words. Oh dear. Okay, aiming for number 1. Response, commit after your rival adds any number of cards to their hand due to their non-character effect. They discard a card, which is lovely, or you can remove it to instead draw 2 cards. It's just a really lovely card. It's going to prevent them from drawing unnecessary amounts. If someone uses it on us, kind of annoying, but it doesn't matter because we're drawing 2 cards anyway. So at no point will we be ever drawing less than 1, even if they have our aiming for number 1. Oh, but yes. God, I feel like I sped around that, but this is just so fun. This guy really makes the deck. It's using sort of Brutal Explosion and Evil Gaze together is nice, but using them separately can be even better. It's if you use them in the early turns, let's say they whiff sort of their turn 1 plays and only manage to get 3 foundations out, being able to go signature right swing, Brutal Explosion, Evil Gaze, it could be brutal. Or even signature right swing, Evil Gaze, then Brutal Explosion can be indeed a Brutal Explosion. But yes, oh my god, I know it's not the top 8 winning list, but by golly, I love it to bits. It's so fun. 10 out of 10 on this. You should try it, and if you did, let me know. I've been loving seeing you guys' comments, letting me know that you're trying the decks at locals. It's super fun to see. Let's keep it going. Try this one. Let me know what you think down below. If you liked the video, leave a like. If you didn't, let me know why, so we can make it better for future. But yeah, I've got to go, but I'll catch you guys next Monday for some more card games.